Hello, my little bees. Hope everybody is doing well. Happy Friday. This is a time for love reading. I have a request for today. This is not the type of reading I usually do. So because this is not what I usually do, I'm going to use oracles I'm not used to. So maybe I'll get interesting messages. I'm going to use, I believe this is called l'oracle. L'oracle des Mirroirs. This is Amethyst to Love, and I'm gonna get a preview of the situation with the Lenormand. But before that, I would like to wish a happy birthday to the people born between June the 1st and the 5th. Our guardian angel's name is Hariel, Hariel. The seventh cherub is the overviews the energy of Uranus and Mercury. He acts from deep inside from deep inside of its proteges. This angel guides their intelligence towards the truth, towards science, and towards spirituality. The protege, us, I'm saying us because it's my birthday today, so Hariel is also my guardian angel. We have to avoid to criticize, be sarcastic. Oops, that's a hard one. In order to avoid, I'm sorry. We have to avoid to criticize or ironize, meaning like being sarcastic, in order to allow the words and the written words to spark out of us, basically. Love with a capital L. This purity. They use the word white, so the whiteness, the Uranian whiteness, which render everything beautiful. Then, when with that love spreading, Ariel will guide the person towards a great road of science, towards the one of art, or towards the one of spirituality, or even maybe all of them together, depending on the desire of the person, of the protege. All that the person will write will be a warm and exalting witness of purity and truth. Hariel will give splendor and like éclat, something that's bright to our intelligence, something, it's very lucid, which will allow us to discover the path to logic, or the logical path towards success, moral success, and great wealth. So, very nice guardian angel to have. Let us find the truth. It is interesting because the reading I've been requested to do today is kind of like to find out the truth, to find out what's hidden, to find out what the person is not telling us. So this is quite interesting that this is falling on this time. So hopefully Hariel will be there to help us. I'm asking you, Hariel, to please help us. And if any of you want to have the prayer, please do not hesitate to let me know. I will be glad to send you the translation. And keep in mind that tomorrow is a full moon, so just do the ritual, that I've been talking about in previous videos on what to do with full moon. Give me just a minute to get organized. I need to put some cream on my hands, and I'll be right back. Okay, apologies for the stop here. I just had a tea, and the message is, breath is the voice of your soul. And for some reason, I'm having a hard time catching my breath right now. So, do I have some issues with my soul? Lord knows. Okay. So, like I was saying, we want to find out what the person is not telling us. But before we get to that, I would like to put the situation, get a view on the situation. So I'm going to take this guy and the other girl, so they can face each other. My shame. Apologies, I could have done that too. But everything happens for a reason. Of course, if you follow on this video, it's because there is a message you need to hear. Here she is. I gave me the opportunity to tell you that. This video is timeless. You know, even if I'm going to talk about months or time, just reorganize towards your timeline. I'm picking male and female energy, but just think of you as this. Think of this card as you and this card as your other. Okay. Okay. So, oh, you know what? Before I do that, apologies. We want to find out, on top of Hariel, who is going to be guiding us, who plays through this reading on a love situation, s'il vous plaît. Oopsie, not this many. Well, we could just have, you know, one or two. That would be sufficient. Thank you. That just flew. That just moved something. That just made a noise. So it's very possible that the truth is going to come like that to you too. You know, at the moment you didn't wait for it anymore. It's just going to surprise you. Okay, we have... Oh, that Kiel, well, he's the guardian angel that came out, the archangel, I'm sorry, that came out as, who was with us in today's reading. So this is, I love that, you know, this is confirming. And this morning I had issues, so I did it several times, studied several times, and that Kiel fell again. So transmutation, mercy, violet flame. Have mercy on your... You know what? Go back to the video of this morning too, because I read about him. Let's just see quickly on the love, since we are doing a reading on, you know, towards love specifically. Let's see. The oracle itself says, yeah, let me bring it to you so you guys can see it better. Here we go. Clear and transmute all negativity and stuck and stagnant energy that you have picked up, that has been sent to you or that you have created. Then move forward with ease and grace. So apparently you've had, it's possible that you've had some negative energies around you, some negative words, some negative people, some negative moments, some negative feelings. That Kiel is who to turn yourself towards, to ask, to clear all that. Because you know, we all want to move forward with ease and grace. In the case of love and relationships, show mercy and forgiveness to others, but look after your own energy in the process. There we are. As long as you are good with yourself, as long as you have no reason to feel bad about what you've said or done, as long as your energies are clear, you are clear to see the truth. So this is what we're seeking anyways. You know, maybe you need to see the truth about yourself as well. Okay, so with the wisdom of the oracle, the energy on this guidance, s'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides. Soulmates. Oh, okay, well, one thing we know for sure, actually two things. We have number 41. That could be somebody's age, if that's going to help you. This situation does talk about two people who truly love each other, two people who cannot escape each other, two people that are always walking toward each other or in the same path. I like how they use the penguins as for the soulmates card, because it is said that the penguins, I think we have the same story with the dolphins and or the killer whale who has one mate for life. So in this case, love is undeniable on this card. There is also a little heart here, but what is quite interesting is that one of the two characters holds a key and the other one has the heart. So one of them holds the key to the heart, and in the case of a soulmate, I would picture them making each other whole. But in this case, I feel that we could have a talk of codependency. So that's a part of this drawing that, as pretty as it is, as you know, when you look at a cute picture, you're like, oh, this soulmate card, I don't like the clouds, and even though they are white, and I don't like the cold that this is giving out with the penguins, because you know they do like the cold, and I don't like the fact that there is almost a sense of sadness in this card. So this could be that with this soulmate there is some karma to fix, some situation that needs to be clarified, and indeed we are trying to figure out what is hidden, but love is there, that's for sure, but it feels like there is heaviness in the relationship, so some stuff that definitely needs to be worked out. So there is no need for a key to go into the heart. When two people truly love each other, when there is no nothing hidden, I feel like there is no need for a key, okay, because this is evidence. So I kind of would like to see the cloud and the cold and the need to make each other feel warm disappears, because just by sitting next to each other and looking in the same direction should generate light and warmth. So that's a lot of things that I'm feeling out of this card here. But hey, we are talking about soulmates. Again, something else to think about is that soulmates are not necessarily a couple. Maybe that's why it would be difficult too, because friends could be soulmates. I recently heard about a pet could be your soulmate. You know, so if you both I mean, because you could have a soulmate and a twin flame, you know, you could have several soulmates, so that could be why there is such heaviness, I feel, in this relationship. Okay, so let's get a picture on the situation, s'il vous plaît. Nos anges, nos guides. I'm gonna pick 3 cards here. What fell? Yesterday was the day of the children, asking us to celebrate our inner child and the children around us. So it's possible also that, you know, in order to get to that transmutation and to show mercy, you have to have the heart of a child. You have to remember what makes you happy. This child, to me, doesn't necessarily he looks melancholic. He looks like he's maybe looking too much in the past, maybe waiting for something. But there is also quietness in there. I want to make sure that this is you know, I think this is a child card, but let me just verify that. It is a child, okay. Young, new, playful, immature. So there is possibility of immaturity. Baby, a kid, or a teenager. Small, short, or tiny are other ways to describe me. The child is one of the literal people card in the Lenormand system, indicating a young person. To be honest, we also take this as a symbol of childlike nature, or someone who is young at heart. No one wants to do a business reading and be advised to choose a young child as a corporate partner, for example. Funny that we're talking about work. The child inhabits a place of wonderment, innocence, hope, and the ability to play at some things, just for the fun of it. Before, as I was thinking of this reading, it's funny that this came up, because before I came to sit down and prepare all that, I was thinking about that, how people need to be, for a couple to work, for a relationship to work, I feel like there is a need for that childlike thing. You need to have fun. If you don't have fun in your relationship, if it's constant work, something is not right. It needs to flow, and happiness needs to be there. When it feels like everybody is working too hard, there is something that needs to be fixed. Okay, that just jumped. We have a letter that's coming to you, or communication, but it feels like maybe you are going to find this truth out under the form of a letter, whether it's going to be them telling you about it, or you're going to find out a note or something like that. Okay, lots of messages here. Let's get this. Let's pick 3 cards, because I would like to get a clearer picture on the situation. S'il vous plaît. 1, 2, 3, to know exactly which kind of relationship, who we are talking to. That talks about ending something, but also possible fight. There is definite, but usually this is a quick cut, and we're able to move on faster. Okay, let's see. Here. It sounds like this was it, wasn't it? Here we go. Okay, you are not even looking at what's going on here. You have purity behind you. He's right next to you, so his heart is in the right place. He wants to communicate with you, and it feels like he's leaving that to chance. With the birds, so there is a bird on the nest, so he looks like he's looking at the house, and he's looking at the chance as well. So you have a lot of hope with this person. You guys, when the fact that you're not looking at each other right now doesn't mean that you are not close. Okay, you can, like, we had this card talking about the possible break, so maybe you are on a break, or you were on a break, but there is, like with that soulmate, the connection is pure. And you will notice that this is number 30, you're 29, he's 28, and you have 30 in the middle, so this is really following each other. This is also the card representing the King of Hearts, so he's your other does represent your other of heart. There is no doubt there. That just confirms the soulmate situation. The stork here talks about there is 2 let me get the book again. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's because it's my birthday, but my mind is not fully here, even though I was called to do this reading right now. The stork, with movement, upgrade, and improvement, I bring spring and the change of season. Okay, so we are at the end of spring and beginning of summer right now. So if you were to follow this reading, 6 months from now, and you are in winter, it'll be fine. Just like I said at the beginning, adapt to your situation. We are right now at the brink of we are a couple of weeks before summer. So Sometimes my symbol stands for a new family edition or simply a new state of evolution. I can be your move or your next promotion. And we had with this, like this just talks about the end of a situation. Also, I was talking about, so he definitely is looking towards something new. And maybe luck will be with you here. The stork, that's funny. It says the stork is a predictable creature. And we have luck here, or you know, leaving things to chance. For example, with the delivery of a child, in reality, it returns home like clockwork to the same nest every year. The stork is a favored creature and is looked upon with affection. Its return to the nest at springtime is a reason for the association with birth and delivery, which is very much its meaning in the Lenormand system. The stork and the rider will bring news for sure, particularly combined with the letter. Remember we had the letter that jumped out? The image conjured by the Reverie here depicts a pair of storks at home in their nest with the blazing sun breaking through the clouds, which again to me talks about the purity of this relationship. They are looking up towards the life-giving sun, one of the other cards in the Lenormand deck. The process of birth and life and then death brings inevitable change, depending on the card around the stork. We don't have those cards. But we have the dice, and I want to look at that also. By the way, I wanted to talk about, there was a number earlier, the number 10 with the child, I believe. So think of it maybe the date when the information you are looking for could be coming to you, the confirmation you are looking for. I want to look at the dice. I'm sorry, I wanted to use this for in a quicker manner, but there is more I want to get out of those. Here we go with dice. I am the risk, the gamble you choose to take. I am the uncertain and the leap of faith. I offer the promise of future change. So look at this in this situation, how we are talking about change, right? Possibly negative cards to my right will foretell ill fate, but positive cards will bring about a happy state. Okay, so we just have happy cards right here. The two dice provide an element of chance and opportunity, of possibility, and a new element to be introduced in the situation. They signify randomness and the risk that one chooses to take rather than the clover, which is just chance, okay? The random outcome of the dice can either punish or reward and may influence the surrounding cards. Alternatively, the dice card can indicate an attitude of playfulness as well as fun and games. It could also suggest risky behavior such as gambling. So does your other like to gamble? While this card image appeared in early games similarly to the prototype of the Lenormand, it is also a note to the history of the deck, which was originally a game played with dice and card. That's right, that's fun history right there. The dice are now incorporated into the deck in the same way the meanings of the card have been fixed, rather than being looked on in a fortune book, as was originally the case. Okay, so with the gambling note here, I'm thinking it's possible that your author may also have some type of addiction that they need to look into. But anyways, with the risk taking, maybe he likes to play certain games also, like the Eternal Immature. But he definitely looks at the nest. He keeps on coming back. He keeps on hoping there is the need to create the home. And look at how he's wearing... there is the male sign around his neck, but it's also looking like a ring. And this card, I have 2 or 3 different... I have about 3, actually maybe 4 different Lenormands. But I like this one, and it's interesting that I picked this one where you are like in a dreamy state and hoping for everything to be great, and And it is, okay? So just, it's interesting how the purity of the connection does appear and is reinforced by all the cards that we've taken so far. Now, I'm going to I'm not familiar with the cards I'm going to use, like I said. We want to find out if there was a possible hidden situation, and if there was a possible hidden situation, what we are going to find out. So I'm going to start with the Amethyst Love, and let's see what the guides, what our guides and angel. Whoa, there is right away something from the past. Okay, something that happened in the past. Divine, I'm not going to take this one, but it fell. There is a, you know what, never mind. There is a divine protection, support. You got a great protection, and there's a word marriage that came out. It says guardian angel in the middle. And it's funny how this came as the second one. You have the divine protection that that comes out under the purity. You know what, I'm going to do 5 and see how that goes. This talks about we have the past, so obviously you guys have known each other for a long time, but there is a coming back of your ex-partner. The flashback is also could talk about you know, you thinking about that, how this is consistently happening. What fell out here? No dialogue, no communication, solitude, silence. So that's what I was talking about with you guys, not looking at each other. There is that okay, the consultant. So that's just confirming this guy here. And again, we have true love, affection, unconditional love. Okay, so that keeps on coming out. So okay, and he hurt you. There is a wound. There was a lot of cry. Wow, they are very talkative. I'm quite impressed with this. Look at this. I'm going to take them and see. I don't have to shuffle them really hard. So that tells us that he is quite shallow, that he's elegant but not serious. That confirms that, you know, that, what should I call him? That childish being. There we are expecting good reasoning, and there is spirituality, moon, intuition. In the coming months, listen to yourself. I like that. How about just one more here? I was going to take just 5, but they were just jumping and wanting to tell us a lot. And wow, we got the luck falling on the dice area. This is telling you to also be daring. Chance is also an opportunity. So with, like I was talking about how we have the full moon here, that could be helping you develop your intuition. There is, like, he was looking at luck, but luck is also on your side. So split up came back here at the bottom of the deck. So maybe this is what you are afraid of. Maybe this is what happened. Oh my goodness. And there is this triangle. There is wow, I cannot believe this. There is so triangular, unstable relationship, how there is on and off, there is how he keeps thinking about you, and there is messaging, and again, happy ending. And here, a choice to make. This one says you got to be patient. I honestly, I don't know about you wanting to be patient. There is, this person just have strong feelings for you. They are always coming back towards you. There is a constant thing, but it looks like it remains your choice. What's going to happen? You have more power than you think. I mean by that you think that everything is deep. How can I say, like, you may think that you are depending on him, that how can I express this when I say you have more power, like you're the one who makes the choice. If he will, as long as you say yes, he will always come back. He will keep on doing it. He will keep on misbehaving. He will keep on acting like a I'm saying he, okay, because I'm stuck in I'm a heterosexual woman. I'm looking at masculine and feminine cards, and we had masculine energy falling out here. What was interesting in that triangle card, by the way, is that we had a woman and two men here on this card. So are you possibly dealing with someone who can't figure out his own sexuality? That's interesting, because we do have, you know, we were looking at this woman waiting an answer for a man, and you have the other man waiting in the corner here while these two are arguing. So is it that there is a choice for you that you have to make when it comes to him? Is there, you know, is he between two people himself, while you are in between two people yourself? You are living quite the complicated relationship, and the choice apparently is yours. And what's quite interesting is that he will go with whatever choice you make. As long as you allow him to keep going back and forth, he'll come back. Just like, you know, just like the stork every spring coming back to the same nest. So it looks like you are the leader of the relationship that you don't know that you are. And that could be one of the truths, excuse me, that you may find out. Let's see what the L'Oracle des Mirroirs is going to give us. This means the Oracle of the Mirrors. So this is interesting to use when you are looking in a relationship. Oh, projection. Look at that. I was talking to you about the mirror relationship. I was going to talk to you about when you are in a relationship, and you know, when people are mirroring the behavior, and the projection card kind of like show each other. So you guys keep doing the same thing over and over. Enfermement. You are isolated. You close yourself in. You instead of using your power, you go like in your cocoon. There is a contract that wants to be made. So that this means that you guys are finally going to get married. Maybe that's what he wants to happen. Let's see. Can we get more answer on this relationship? We want to find out if we have the law again with the contract that's coming, and some delay. Okay, he's running late. He's slow making this decision, but that's what he wants. He wants balance. There is the notion of change coming again on this relationship, and the coming back. So it's funny because there is the stork coming back to the nest. You have the change. Like, it's funny because in this oracle it's the seasons with the notion of change and the card of coming back. I'm thinking the vicious circle here more than an actual change. Okay, so if you were off, then you're about to go back to the on, and so on and so forth. What we want to know is what's hidden in this is going to come out here. But right now we do know that that the relationship is, you know what, I kind of want to show the cards here. But I want, like, this was kind of here and here. That's kind of how I was feeling over here. Oopsie. Okay, look at that, the boomerang effect, and so the coming back together and the protection. So he's protecting himself from something. He's afraid of something. But the fact that he keeps coming back shows how dependent he is on you. That's what I'm talking about, that power that you have. Maybe you need to realize, like I said, how strong you are. There is friendship. You guys are also very good friends, but that also makes me think that there is too many people involved in your relationship. Not everybody needs to know what's going on. Maybe it's time that you started keeping your issues between the two of you only. You know, too many people are involved here. Too many people know what's going on. Okay, I'm going to take this two here. I have this one here. Okay, so we're talking about health. So is it that that the change would be about finally becoming a healthy relationship? Maybe that's what you need to bring up. You want a relationship, but also you need to check on yourself. And I'm noticing the number 10 again. So, you know, something about the number 10 and the 10th of next month. And birth. So that, to me, does talk about something new and something beautiful, and going back to that what was it, benediction, blessing that you have. And parole means finally talking. There is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we got 5 people here, going back with the friendship card, where there is too many people. Maybe instead of just what's going to break the abscess and you know, let all that festering going away is that you guys will finally be talking and communicating. Let's see what we're gonna get with I'm gonna keep on going with the Romance Angel Oracle. I would just want to take a few, but we'll see how many want to come out. S'il vous plaît, les anges, what can you tell us about this relationship? And honestly, at the beginning, I wanted to find out if something was hidden and if this is going to come out. With those conversation, codependency, wasn't that saying that at the beginning? He is definitely codependent, and addictions are affecting your romantic life. I'm going to put that on the gambling. That confirmed that gambling thing at the beginning. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond depends. So that goes to tell me again that we need to communicate, we need to talk. Reconciliation. Okay, so again, that going back and forth, someone from your past is returning to your life yet again. I want to focus on the reconciliation because we are talking of just the two of you, and I want to worry about we know that you both have first I was thinking about him you know, in the triangular, but there was an obvious situation where you were looking at another man. So in that reconciliation, I'm not thinking of the past of the other man from your past, because obviously your soulmate we're talking about here is the one that you keep going back and forth, is the one that you had that boomerang effect, and is the one that you're having this reconciliation yet again with. Unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. That is interesting. With that friendship card too, and that purity and that soulmate thing, maybe that's why you guys have that problem too, is that you love each other, your love is pure, but there is that attraction situation that could be a problem. Okay, we have honeymoon, so enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, which, you know, goes back with that reconciliation, since there is that back and forward thing. You get back physically together, and then you break apart, because if you had that animalistic attraction, I don't think there would be the back and forward situation happening. This is quite interesting. Okay, so I think I'm getting to see what the issue may be here with the key and the heart and all that. With this card has as an interesting detail here, because if you love each other and you know, in the inside, like if you have that pure love each other, like this is showing here, that you guys are like such good friends and you have soulmate, you have the need of being together all the time. But if there is no chemistry, it's difficult, obviously, to stay together. You in a relationship, you do want to have chemistry, and you do want to have the purity and the respect of each other, obviously. So maybe you keep trying to be, you know, physical with each other, but there is that lack there. So that makes it difficult. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So that goes back with, there was something about mental issue. I couldn't leave all the cards out here. It's possible that the chemistry issue could be coming from mental problems. That happens too. So during this honeymoon, oh, that was healing. We had health and we had healing something. You both seem to have issues about connection with your parents, or stuff that you have, you know, been through as children. And we had that lack of maturity, the inner child. So maybe you guys should focus on healing each other's inner child, you know, before you try to make something big and talking about intimacy. You both need to learn to love yourselves, to love your inner child. And maybe maybe you need to hear with this message today that you need to focus on that, on healing each other's wound, because that does take priority. You cannot get it's like it's a block. And we had that karmic thing I was with Hariel, with the guardian angel I was talking about at the very beginning. I'm trying to connect all the dots, and there are so many that I'm having a hard time. In order to have someone love you, in order to let someone love you, in order to allow someone to love you, you need to start by loving yourself. And in order to love yourself, you need to let your inner child be happy. As long as your inner child is in that confinement card that was showing over here, was it up here or at the bottom? You had that confinement card. I want to leave it so you can see. You had this card here. That's how I feel like everyone's inner child is, like in the dark, hiding, sad, hugging oneself. So you need to let that inner child you know, be in the sun again, be light, be full of light and joy. Okay, let's see what else we can get here. This is not really telling us about anything hidden or to be revealed. It feels, because is there really anything that you do not know? You guys are so connected. You have known each other for so long that it feels like there is not much to be told. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world together. And it's safe for you to love. See, I was just talking to you about that. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Also, if you want to receive love also, you need to send out that, you know, there was that mirror, what was it? There was a card of what was that here? That projection card. That was the boomerang. Where was that projection card? Did it fall? Bouclier, non, changement, retard. Where is that projection card? I was telling you guys. Well, I was just talking about that mirror. effect, you know, in the soulmate, like everybody is, here we go, the projection, like you are, it's like you are looking yourself in the mirror. You know how, if your soulmate, like the person is kind of like your, not exactly like a twin flame where the person would be the other half, but by projecting, you are both doing to each other what the other one keeps doing. So if you're standing out anger, that's what you're going to get back. If you're standing out resentment, that's what you're going to get back. It's like you're facing a mirror, and the same emotion you're sending out and what you're receiving. So start by just loving. Love your other unconditionally. I'm not saying let them mistreat you. I'm not saying let them yell at you, hurt you or anything. I'm just saying send out love, project love. What you project is what you'll get. There is no doubt about that. I just saw that last night. When I was driving back home from work, there was a car in front of me at the light, and as I stopped behind him, I saw a sticker behind them. I don't know who was driving. They had a sticker and I was like, I want to get that sticker. It said, I hope something good happens to you today. So I do hope something good happens to you today. But that was such a lovely thought for them to put that in their car and to send out to the world. I hope something good happens to you today. I smiled when I saw it and thought, oh my God, how lovely. And I said out loud, I hope something good happens to you too. Projecting, mirroring. Whatever the world send at you, you send back, and vice versa. So if you just send loving, warm energy, odds are that's what you'll get back. And at the bottom we have passion. See? Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. That just, how could we not, how could that not be confirming everything we've been trying to cover? Okay, so, excuse me. I guess there is not much that's hidden and that's to be discovered, because maybe it's not worth it. Is there anything else I could use to no, I don't even feel like using the yes and no. Let's see here. I'm gonna get a Lover's Oracle card just to add a little something here. In any case, I hope this helped you. Feel better, find out something, think about some things that you need to add to the situation, to better it in any case. Okay, look at that. And doesn't that go with those colors over here? That also makes me think, look at how he's bringing the olive branch, and we have the full moon. So is there peace happening this weekend? Someone asking for forgiveness, someone giving mercy. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. You wanted to find out if you were going to find out the truth? I think here it is. And the 10 keeps coming at me, so maybe give it a week. And you'll find out what it is that you were looking for. You'll have your confirmation, which, I mean, you already know. And we know that the love between the two of you is purer than you'd expect. And maybe, that's what this person is afraid of. And I cannot put the cards back in here. I'm sorry. I'm fighting with it. Before I get to a Mother Mary message, I would like to see what extra I got. I bought that a few weeks back and I could not wait to use it. I was saving it for the summer. The Salt and Sea energy card. So let's see what energy are with you all in the love matter anyways. Oopsie, that's way too many. Jellyfish, to me, that right away I thought about SpongeBob having fun in the water, catching jellyfish. I just could not think of anything else here. that does talk about, I was talking about having fun, and today we had, in today's reading was about partying and letting go and having fun and being free and having fun with everyone. Letter in a bottle. We had a letter jumping out here. Your message has been received. Your message to the universe, I'm thinking, your hopes, your wish. Also, I want to tell you, be careful what you wish for. Whatever you've been trying to tell your other has, even though he may have not reacted, he's heard you. The message is in the bottle. He's processing, he's thinking about it. I was going to say something about the blue, but it's all drawn like that, so I don't want to use that too much. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Portuguese Man o' War. Collaboration, teamwork again. So that does tell me that you guys are a team and you need to work things out together. There is no doubt about that. That is just quite powerful to me. That team message, that love message. You know what? Let's use these because I haven't in a long time, and they have timing situation. I was thinking about the 10, which is about 8 days from now. So let's see, s'il vous plaît, nos anges nous guident, if they are going to give us a timeline that's similar to what I've been feeling here, and when you are going to find out that truth you want to find out. Oh, somebody is not happy. Next day. I'm gonna let you read it. I'm not gonna say it. This card is so funny. Maybe that's the attitude you need to take too, but in a fun way, because see how it's written, that made me laugh. It's fun. Just be light about, instead of screaming, and you know, like I was talking about, we have the games, we have the being playful. Just transfer your emotion in a light way, okay? And we have take a bath, you dirty hippie. Tuesday. Next day, Tuesday, let's see what else we are going to get. You know, maybe that means go to the beach if you can, if the weather allows. Go to a swimming pool. You know, if there is going to have a party. There is colorful stuff on this card. 1, 2, and we have Sunday. Self-love isn't selfish. It's important. That goes back to me telling you about nurturing your inner child. If you love yourself, that's how you will. I mean, I'm not saying, you know, be selfish. Don't confuse things. I like how it says self-love isn't selfish. It's two different things, okay? Making sure that you are sane in a loving person and feeling deserving of love doesn't make you a selfish person. And we have the word Sunday. Will Sunday be the 10th? Yes. Next Sunday is the 10th. So that would go with my feelings here. And I'm blunt because God rolled me that way. That tells, and stop now. Stop not allowing yourself to say what you have to say. Okay? You need to allow yourself to be the fluffing cat, okay? I like this. And what do we have at the bottom of the deck? Oh, lose your mind. Have a glass of wine. Find your soul. Today is Friday. That goes back with what we were saying this morning in the day reading. Just allow yourself to have fun. Allow yourself to communicate with joy and happiness and voila. I'm sorry I could not get more intel on the whatever you think may be hidden. It feels it's because you already know what you need to know. Okay, so there was that intuition card that came also. So you need to know, you already know what you need to know, basically. That's what's telling me. One last card for fun before Mother Mary. I'm going to use, I had bought the bee oracle for my little bees, and I had stopped using it during the Belton season because, well, There were bees on the oracle, so I don't want to be too redundant. So, s'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides, what little message for our bees can we get to almost conclude this reading, s'il vous plaît? Ah, what do we have here? When flowers bloom, bees come. That goes back with what I was just telling you. When you allow yourself to send out the love, you know, you open yourself to receive it. When flowers bloom, they open themselves. They react to the sun and the warmth from the universe. The bees will come to you. So send out that loving energy and the bees will come to you. At the bottom of the deck we have stick by your honey. Interesting. That makes me think of believe in your other and stick by what you believe. Okay, so basically like do not settle for what you feel like you're settling for. Stick by your word. If you say that you're going to do something, do it. Things like that, okay? And Mother Mary message. S'il vous plaît, Maman Marie. What other awesome stuff do you have to tell us on this Friday for this love reading? Okay, she wants to send us a lot of love. Look at her. Okay, I'm going to pick it. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, like a whole bunch of hearts here. And that makes me think of your inner child too. I was talking about throughout the whole guidance. Our Lady of Soul Birth. When the soul is allowed to live freely, wow, and we're repeating ourselves today, rather than forced to submit to that which seems logical or sensible, miracles of heartfelt manifestation happen. Birthing the soul takes courage and a willingness to proceed without always understanding why things are the way they are. Mother Mary is with you. I'm going to add always. Do not turn away from your past. Every experience has your sacred awakening as its ultimate loving purpose. Please rewind and listen to this again, because this is really a good summary of everything that has been covered through this guidance. There is a definite need for both your inner child to be rendered free. There is a need for fun. There is a need for trust. There is the need to allow love. And to find out if you guys are more about a friendship. And if you are more about a friendship, then this is going to be difficult for any other people who would come into your life if you guys would try to get into a loving relationship on your end. Because I think it's evident that you both need to realize that you don't want to be without each other. This is the main thing here. You do not want to be without the other in your lives. So, wow. I feel like saying good luck with that. Okay, an angel healing card, healing angel card, s'il vous plaît. Okay. Oopsie. Fine. 3. Wow, 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 wow. Diversity. The world would be a boring place if we were all the same. Celebrate your uniqueness. You are special and much loved. Inspiration, and I'm hearing the bees as I'm hearing that, so you are loved by a lot of people. Inspiration, a new idea comes to you like a gentle whisper inside your heart. Listen and take action. This is inspiration from high above. So this is something that I want you to pay attention to, because inspiration, most of the time, that little whisper inside our heart, we just put it aside. If I had not listened to it, I would not have started doing this channel, which is obviously rather small right now, but has been growing. So again, welcome to the lovely bees that want to be part of this hive. But listening to that whisper inside your heart is part of loving yourself, part of accepting, part of trusting. So that's quite important, and that could save your relationship. Divine mystery. You, along with the sun, earth, moon, and stars, are part of one creation. A divine mystery unfolding each moment. Be present We're not talking about the past or the future. Be present. You are present. You are a gift to this world. You are important to the human hive. We're all unique. We're all important to someone. We're all important to, even if it's just by, doing your job at your work or in your family. Sometimes we just feel so little about ourselves and forget how important we are to someone else. So be present and feel the power of now. Be in the moment and witness the wonder of it all. And today, it seems to be like such a fun day that you shouldn't have a hard time to see that. S'il vous plaît, gratitude message for bees. Oh, okay, that one. I think that one we've had it before. Enjoy the routine. It may not be exciting, but it means every day everything is flowing smoothly. That goes back with being in the present. As long as your routine is working fine, you don't have to, you can go to work normally, you're waking up normally, your alarm worked, you didn't have any power outage, your car worked fine for you to go to work, everything worked fine, your routine went the way it's supposed to go. That means everything is flowing, and that's a good thing to be thankful for. I am thankful for all of you, my friends and my little bees. I am thankful for how everything went smoothly, and I hope that will enlighten you. I'm sorry that we didn't really have the hidden idea that we were looking for, but it feels like it's because you already know it, and in your heart of heart, you know how this relationship is, between the two of you. So God bless and have a beautiful, fun weekend. Bye bye.